Right, section 5.1, problem number 43, we need to verify this equation is an identity. And looking at the left and right, they're both equally complex. So it doesn't really matter where we start, I'll just choose the left side. But what's important here is that work on one side at a time. Work on only one side at a time. I'm just going to choose the left side. That's kind of random. And then the second thing I notice here is that if I look at the left side and the right side is really just a conjugate of the numerator is a conjugate, the denominator is a conjugate of the left side. So I got to get those conjugates in there somewhere. So I'm going to multiply, use the technique of multiplying by the conjugate. And I have to choose either multiply by the conjugate of the numerator or the denominator because I need to multiply by a form of 1. So I'm going to choose the denominator. I'm just going to rewrite my original left side here and just work on my left side. So I'll do that in blue. So that's cosine of x minus sine of x over 1 minus tan of x. And to multiply by the conjugate, I have to multiply by the same numerator and denominator, so it's a form of 1. And I could choose either the cosine of x plus sine of x or 1 plus tan of x. It doesn't really matter which one I start with. I'm going to start with 1, get it in there right away, but I still got to get the other one anyway by using some algebra tricks. So I'm going to start with just this guy. I'm going to do the conjugate of the denominator, and that's pretty random. Also, I could have done the conjugate of the numerator instead, but this is the path I'm going to take. Okay, so when I multiply that out, so another trick we use is just all our algebra rules of just using algebra and multiply, distribute, FOIL, factor, all those things. So I'm going to FOIL this one. So in the numerator I get, let's see, cosine of x minus sine of x. I'm just multiplying this guy by this guy and foiling, plus cosine of x times tangent of x minus sine of x times tangent of x. And in the denominator, nothing's really changed.